the year 166 AD, Marcus Aurelius faced the following simultaneously. The Antonine Plague was killing 5 million people across the empire. The Parthian War had just ended, his generals exhausted and depleted. Germanic tribes were pushing through the Danube frontier. His co-emperor had just died. His son Commodus was showing signs of instability that would eventually destroy everything Marcus had built, and every night, by candlelight, in a military tent at the front, he wrote in his private journal, not about the empire, about his mind, about how to keep it stable, how to keep it immune to the weight of everything pressing against it from outside. He was not writing for posterity. He was writing instructions to himself, a man at the edge of everything, maintaining the only thing he could actually control. Mental immunity is not emotional numbness. This is the first misunderstanding. The Stoic who feels nothing is not the Stoic ideal. That is not what Marcus Aurelius built. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. He did not say the pain does not exist. He said the estimate is the variable. The event is fixed. Your judgment of the event, what it means, how much it matters, what it demands of you, that is constructed. And what is constructed can be reconstructed. Mental immunity is the practiced ability to revoke the estimate, to feel the impact of an event without being governed by it, to register the difficulty without allowing it to determine your next action. This is a skill, not a personality trait, not a gift. A skill, built deliberately through daily practice. Over years, Marcus Aurelius called the core of this skill the ruling faculty, the hegemonikon in Greek. The concept is precise. There is a part of your mind that evaluates everything before you react to it. Every piece of information, a piece of bad news, a criticism, a failure, a loss, passes through this faculty before it produces an emotional response. The faculty assigns it a meaning. That meaning produces the response. Most people never work on the ruling faculty directly. They work on the symptoms, the anxiety, the anger, the grief, without ever addressing the evaluative mechanism that produced them. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The ruling faculty is where the power actually lives. Everything else is downstream of it. Marcus Aurelius built his mental immunity through 3 daily practices. Not occasionally, every single day, including the days when the empire was collapsing around him. Pillar 1, the morning protocol. Every morning before the day began, before any external demand had access to him, he ran the same mental preparation. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. But this was only the beginning. He also prepared himself for difficulty, specifically. He wrote, "The people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest. I will not be surprised. I will not be disturbed, because I have already accepted this." This is preemptive immunity. He was not waiting for the difficulty to arrive and then reacting. He was installing the response in advance, before the situation had the power to catch him unprepared. The unprepared mind is the vulnerable mind. The morning is where you prepare it. But here is what most people skip about this practice. The morning protocol does not work if it is performed passively. Reading a quote, listening to a podcast, consuming someone else's preparation as a substitute for your own. The protocol requires active construction. Writing, not typing, not reading. Writing, in your own words, what you are prepared to face today, what you will not be surprised by, what you will not allow to alter your direction. Marcus wrote to himself because the act of writing forced precision. Vague preparation produces vague immunity. Precise preparation produces a specific and durable response. 5 minutes every morning, before the phone, before the feed, before any external input. This is the first wall of the immune system. Pillar 2, the obstacle reframe. The mind adapts and converts to its own purposes. The obstacle to our acting, the impediment to action, advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This is not a motivational phrase. It is a cognitive technique, and Marcus Aurelius applied it mechanically. Every time an obstacle arrived, he ran the same mental procedure. Step 1. Name the obstacle precisely. Not everything is falling apart. Specifically, this campaign has stalled because of this specific supply line failure. Step 2. Identify what the obstacle requires of you, not what it prevents, what it demands. Because every obstacle that cannot be removed must be used, and it can only be used if you identify precisely what it is offering. Step 3. Act on the requirement, not on the emotion the obstacle produced, on the logical next move the obstacle has now created. This procedure, applied consistently, converts every setback into a directive. The mind stops treating obstacles as interruptions and starts treating them as information. Information about what needs to happen next. Pillar 3. The evening audit. Every night, after the day had concluded, Marcus reviewed it, not with self-punishment, with measurement. Confine yourself to the present. The evening audit is not about the past as a moral ledger. It is about the present as a calibration instrument. What happened today that the morning protocol did not prepare me for? Where did the ruling faculty fail to intercept before the reaction ran? What needs to be written into tomorrow's morning preparation? The system is self-correcting. Each night's audit updates the next morning's protocol. The immunity becomes more specific over time, more tailored to the exact vulnerabilities of your specific psychology. This is not generic resilience. It is precision engineering of your own mind. 3 steps. Apply the blueprint today. Step 1. Build the morning wall. Tomorrow morning, before any screen, before any external input, write 5 sentences. What you are grateful to have access to today. What difficulty you expect to encounter. How you have decided to respond to that difficulty in advance. The standard you are holding yourself to today. 1 specific action you will complete regardless of how the day goes. 5 sentences, written by hand, every morning. Step 2. Apply the obstacle protocol daily. When something goes wrong today, and something will, run the 3-step procedure before you react. Name it precisely. Identify what it requires. Act on the requirement. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Not as a consolation, as a procedure. The obstacle is not the problem. Your unpreparedness to use it is the problem. And unpreparedness is correctable. Step 3. The nightly reset. 10 minutes before sleep. Write 3 questions and answer them honestly. Where did I react before the ruling faculty could intercept? What did that reaction cost me? What do I write into tomorrow's morning preparation to prevent the same gap? The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. The quality of your thoughts is not fixed. It is built through the same daily practice that Marcus Aurelius used in a military tent at the edge of the empire, while everything he had built was under threat. He did not wait for conditions to improve before building mental immunity. He built it inside the conditions. That is the entire blueprint. Not complicated, not comfortable, daily. If this hit differently than what you usually watch, subscribe. No motivation, no self-help. Marcus Aurelius, every week.